the White House has created an FBI-led joint mission center that's dedicated to proactively hunting Americans suspected of domestic terrorism. You want to know what that is? The budget request reveals anti-Americanism, anti-capitalism, anti-Christianity, support the overthrow of the United States government, extreme on migration, extremism on racism, extremism on gender, hostility towards those who traditional American views on family, hostility towards those who hold traditional American views on religion, and hostility towards those who hold traditional views on morality. Do I have your attention yet? Are you alarmed? This is what the budget request show right here. Domestic terrorists who are motivated at a range of ideologies and galvanized by recent political and social events in the United States pose an elevated threat to the homeland. Wasn't a COINTELPRO 3.0? Domestic terrorists exploit a variety of popular social media platforms, smaller websites with targeted audiences, and encrypted chat applications. They use these platforms to recruit new adherents, plan and rally support for in-person reactions, and disseminate materials encouraging radicalization and mobilization to violence. Every accusation is a confession, and when they was accusing folks of going after them, that's what they were spewing up. In other words, if your political views are practically anything other than MAGA, you're on notice, courtesy of the FBI. Education is elevation. Y'all stay vigilant out here.
Welcome to Nothing's Off the Table, the show where politics, culture, and current events collide, and we say what everyone else is thinking. I'm Noel, and this is my partner.
I'm Roy out of Virginia. Please like, subscribe, share the channel, hit the hype button, download Culpability app today, help you get home safe, and you can post what you want to post without people watching your info. Or maybe the FBI will be trying to check you out, but hey,
we're not on Culpability.
Yeah, there you go.
Man, so let's just get into this. Wow. So it sounds like they are trying to get this budget to go after any and everybody that does not co-sign with the nonsense that they are currently implementing and getting away with. That's what that sounded like to me. I mean, they talking about anti-Christian. So what is anti-Christian? Is someone who's not someone anti-Christian? Does that mean you're a Muslim? You are a non-believer? You're Hindu? You are any of those other belief systems?
Yeah, basically
anti-Christian.
I mean, they just forgot that this is supposed to be a country of religious freedom.
Correct. And they also forgot that there's freedom of speech, freedom of press. I mean, just throw the Constitution out the window. I guess that's not applicable for anyone that doesn't believe in the things that they believe in, because if I'm not mistaken, isn't this the same administration that pardoned January 6ers who were screaming, "Hang Mike Pence, destroyed the Capitol"? Some folks even shitted in the damn Capitol. But they weren't called and considered terrorists, even those several of them that were pardoned ended up breaking the law again.
More than several. It's been quite a few.
Quite a few.
Emboldened by their release.
Help me understand. I mean, this is a page out of history known as McCarthyism, where they were trying to put people on a list and in jail, put them in jail because they weren't subscribing to the things that were taking place during the time where certain groups were being ostracized and targeted, and they didn't believe that war was the answer. They were treated a particular way. how is it that we didn't learn a lesson from that time and history is currently repeating itself? Like, I thought the purpose of the Constitution was for Americans to be able to disagree with the government when they felt the government was doing something wrong. Help me understand, please help me understand.
I think what's happened is that we have a blind, deaf, and dumb populace. Because for instance, I was at dinner the other day with a young lady, and you've never watched what's it called, the Handmaid's Tale. Have you ever
Yeah,
watched it?
I've been so hesitant about watching it, but it
Okay,
sounds like I need to go back and watch it. And the reason that I have chosen up to this point not to watch it is because I feel like it's going to impact me in such a way that
yeah, it's
a
heavy.
way that I don't want to have to deal with.
It's heavy, and like but this young lady, she's a prime example though of what's going on in America is that a lot of our populace has this "it can't happen" belief, right? Like they just, oh, that won't happen here, just because they're fearful of it happening, or they just so ignorant to history that things like this have happened before, right?
But see, this is what so I got a question. When you say they feel like it won't happen here, what is it that they don't understand about it's happening right now and
They're living their
they're
daily
living it
lives, going through their
right
daily routine, and it hasn't punched them in the nose yet, right? So 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 effectively, they don't even they try to detach from it and not even pay attention to it. Like, oh, it won't happen here. That can't, man. Like this is America's is the home of the Salem witch trials.
facts. Facts. And look, and
America's the home of
they were killing those women and calling them witches because they were independent thinkers.
America is the home of internment camps for Japanese people.
Correct. And
Like you said, America is the home of McCarthyism, where they was labeling anybody and everybody a communist, right? Okay, but most people have they don't know the history of
America.
of the people who've been running this country for the last couple hundred years. For these, they don't know what. So and then they haven't read Project 2025. They don't think this stuff is going through these people's brains. I tried to tell the young lady, I was like, look, just don't believe what I say. Go read. You don't even have to read Project 2025 at this point. You go on YouTube and see the author speaking. They don't want. They don't. I told her they don't want you to have a job.
Not only do they not want her to have a job, they don't want her to have the ability to vote.
They've shown you they don't want you to have autonomy over your body. Okay, how far do you know? Like I'm talking to her. I was like, look, you're just thinking this is it. This is how far it could go.
No,
They wanted to go way further.
Yeah, I think it was. I can't remember if it was 1975 when it became legal for a woman to open up her own accounts.
Yeah, I mean, it's not.
It was in the 70s. It was in the
a long
70s.
time ago. Yeah,
No, it wasn't a long time ago.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
But we have a populace. They don't. They in la la land, right? It's almost like Rome, right? Put all this entertainment in front of you, all this distraction in front of you, while you're not realizing, like, you have they snatched all your human rights.
Out of here. There are more rights for a a, a a fetus than it is for a person. Make it make sense. I want people to to wake up, read something, read Project 2025, and read history. Just go back and start looking at stuff. I mean, do they not realize it was a real thing? Folks coming here and acting like they discovered a country that already existed with people, with human beings that were living here and thriving, to be treated like savages, murdered, given smallpox, killed off, in their land taken.
Hey man, as long as they say they favorite R&B singer, their pop star, or their NFL team, as long as that's showing on TV, they're not worried about it. They don't realize they're not even aware that these people in power and the people behind them with the money are trying to make this country a certain type of place where they don't have any rights. So until our populace wakes up, and maybe they're waking up now, but just speaking to her, this was last week. She's still asleep, right?
Let me ask you this: do you plan on going out with her again?
It's not promising, because I'm like, damn, like you're a mother.
Oh my God! She's a mother.
Yeah, like you're not even preparing your kid. You can't even actively prepare your kids to like the reality of the world.
Yeah, because you sleep.
Because you're not aware, and you're choosing
to stay asleep.
To stay asleep, but that's a lot of people out here, man. Unfortunately. Let's get to survival tip of the day.
Man, the survival tip of the day: protect your rights before fear rewrites them. And this is what that means. When governments expand the language around domestic terrorism, vague definitions can create fear and blur the line between violent crime and protected dissent. Critics have raised concerns that some recent federal directives risk conflating protest movements with extremism. This is why it matters. Democracies weaken when dissent is treated like disloyalty. Peaceful protest, speech, and disagreement are constitutional rights. History shows that fear-based labeling can be used to silence opposition. Unequal enforcement destroys trust in justice systems. And this is how we need to use it today. Number one, know the difference between protected protest and unlawful conduct. Number two, document interactions at demonstrations safely and lawfully. Number three, if protesting, go with others, never isolate yourself. Number four, learn your First and Fourth Amendment rights before attending actions. And number five, support legal defense and civil liberties organizations that monitor abuse. The bottom line, fear is often used to shrink freedom. Knowledge keeps it alive.
Thank y'all for subscribing. Well, hit the subscribe button. Thank y'all for watching. Support the channel. We out.